So come on in, take a sip, let's wind down. It's my favorite day of the week. Got a fantastic wine and a Saturday puzzle to hop into. But first, let's talk about this. This is a 2018 Viña Albali. This is a Spanish wine. It's the 2018 Reserva. And we've got it just appears to be black and red fruit on the nose. Lots of oak. And we're not even talking faint hints. We're talking about actual vanilla in this. It just beautiful, as if there's a pod or something right there inside the glass. Such a beautiful thing on the nose. And on the palate, it's like evenly balanced between tannic and soft. It's dry, beautifully finished. And this is once again, a very, very good serving temperature. And to look at this one more time. We are right at 15 degrees Celsius, so right at 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Is about where I'd put that. What a wonderful wine. Over here, about 13 euros, so affordable by all accounts. Oh, and it's just such, we're talking about a ballet in the nose. This is fantastic. Okay. I think I might drink that whole bottle tonight. What are we going to do about that? I don't know. Get some more tomorrow. Everything's closed on Sundays. Yeah, but the Czech Republic is right down the street, so you can always do that too. Let's go ahead and hop into our grid and see what we got today. So we have a Ryan McCarty grid, and that should be great. He has put so many grids in for the longest time, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one as well. Okay, so one right over the bow of the boat here, British celebrity chef Nigella. Oh, okay. I think that's Lawson. Member of the only NFC team never to have made the Super Bowl. Well, now that's just flat out sad. Poor Detroit. Hi, everyone. Okay. One dealing with a certain absence. Okay. Don't things always turn out okay? Awkward messages to receive in a public setting. I say we take a shot at sexts. Sexts. Such a hard word to say for me. Terrarium critters. How about newts? Also, a certain ingredient in a witch's brew, if I'm not mistaken. They can be hard to pick out. Maybe ores. Let's see here. Final Fantasy's original platform. I'm assuming NES. Don't know much about it. And this must be, hi everyone, I'm here. Which seems a bit solipsistic, does it not? Don't things always turn out okay? How about why worry? Was it a Mad Magazine? I think the little guy, I used to look like him when I was a kid, by the way. I looked like Alfred E. Newman. I was like, what, me worry? Okay. They're sometimes seen in cameos, and I'm assuming we're going for onyxes. So maybe one dealing with a certain absent could be an amnesiac. Release in a way could be to air. Prez in the 60s with an A. Briefly in the 60s, we would have had Dwight D. Eisenhower, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Lyndon Baines Johnson, and Richard Milhouse Nixon. I think we're going for Abe here with that whole Prez in the 60s. I don't know how I could turn that A into a Grant at all. So was eco-conscious with tech waste in modern parlance, and this is probably e-cycled, which I'm seeing an awful lot of lately, which I think is pretty cool. Miniature electric vehicle for short would be probably an RC car. It's a good vacation destination, you bet. Probably something to do with casinos or something, right? You bet, right? So, Irish actor who was nominated for a Golden Globe for 2023 Saltburn. And I think that's Barry Keoghan, but I'll try to spell it. But this may be the first time I've ever spelled it, so please don't rib me too much if I didn't remember correctly. 2016 literature Nobelist who famously skipped the Stockholm ceremony. And I remember hearing about Bob Dylan saying no to that. And I remember respecting him for it, and for all the right reasons. But at the same time, there's no way I could turn down that ceremony. Or as the British might say, ceremony. Ceremony. I'm kidding, of course, but no. Yeah, Bob Dylan turned down going and getting the award. It's so strange to me. Drink again. Drink akin to a Moscow mule. I'm trying to think. I mean, vodka, and ginger beer. Maybe a dark, stormy. Well, let's check ourselves though. That's a kind of a bold move for me, and I don't feel comfortable with it, but I like it if I'm right. Captures the moment, say maybe takes a photo. Takes a photo. Good stuff. That's weird, wild stuff. It's a good vacation destination. Yeah, I think there's probably a casino something. Check this out real quick. Moves in on, perhaps nears. So, something legally defined in the U.S. as affecting fewer than 200,000 people, and that would probably be a rare disease. I remember that cropping up as one of the questions on the many different certifications I've had over the years in healthcare, and it seems like that's about right. Pottery piece could be a shard, though. I mean, kind of a sad thing, too. If it's a shard, that means the piece didn't quite do so well. Elements of some still life paintings. I'm assuming we're going for pairs. And let's see, code group could be a zoning board. I was a plan commissioner once, but never a board member. I was a commissioner. It would have been kind of nice to be on the zoning board, though. They wield a lot of power, but it still goes to the commission for ominous dominus anyway, so I don't know. Best picture winner that beat out Boyhood and Selma. No idea just yet. Much concert merch, so I'm assuming these are t-shirts. I would also assume that they're band t-shirts, now come to think of it, so we'll have to try to sort this out, because I'm getting really way out of whack here. So, like unspoken understandings could be tacit, coats often taken off, and I don't ever remove the rind from cheese. No, that's good stuff. Unless it's wax, of course, but 2007 Michael Moore documentary. This might hurt a little. I think that was Sicko. Big name and electric toothbrushes, and I think that's Sonic here. Though the biggest name I can ever think of, and anything to do with oral anything, is Oral-B. You know, like that used to be very popular. You got 5 letters, something to do with hygiene or something, dental hygiene. Yeah, Oral-B. Congolese, neighbor to the south, maybe a Zambian. Athos, Porthos, Amis, par exemple, so maybe Amis. Let's see, cozier alternatives to motels, maybe B and B's. Okay, there now. More than I'm looking at this answer, I don't know. I mean, if I were constructing a grid and I had B and B's like this, I might just come up with something cool like band BS. You know, like that time that the Cult got out on stage in the 90s and they were playing a concert, I think in Dallas. I wasn't there, but I mean, I literally watched the lead singer walk over and punch the lead guitar player right in the face. That's band BS, right? or breaking up over Yoko or something. You know, it's all like band BS. I would go with something like that, maybe, just because, well, I don't know, it's the first time I ever thought about it. I mean, I just stumbled upon this, so note to self. Let's see, bum wrap. How about a diaper? And in England, those are called nappies. I've been doing the Guardian crossword, and I've been learning all kinds of British vernacular. It's quite fun. Something you might shield your eyes from in brief, maybe PDA, on public displays of affection. Sure, why not? Javier, who played Desi Arnaz, and by being the Ricardos, and I don't know. Ruin a holiday surprise, perhaps. Maybe Chinese garden features. Also, my Oma's favorite night cream, Pond's. Ruin a holiday surprise, so maybe to peek. So double dealing could be sneaky, and I need to remember this. Javier Bardem. Javier Bardem. Okay. Never saw the other one. So I guess our best picture that beat out Boyhood and Selma might be Birdman. Wasn't that Michael Keaton? Degree of uncertainty, perhaps nth. That's a clever way to put it. Company, as an example, don't know, but I guess this right here is looking like a casino resort. And that's fun. That's really fun. Oh, what's going on here? Shipping container weights probably should be tars. And then, so, got it. So I didn't spell Birdman right. Man, I hope I didn't do that all over the place today. I would hate to think that I've gone and done something ridiculous, like, you know, a fat finger moment, because I do that quite often, as you probably know if you've been around a while. Texters, wow, just wow, maybe shaking my head. Company. Short could be shy. So I guess this is like an army, I guess maybe an army unit. I mean, it is. I just wasn't expecting that at all. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting now, but it didn't. Slam dancing locales, I guess it'd be mosh pits. I spent a good deal of time in mosh pits when I was young and very, very hard-headed. Good thing, too. If you squint, maybe. Sort of. Like some books and ads, maybe. Pop up. Very nice. And poet who wrote to err is human, to forgive, divine, and that would be, I think, Alexander Pope. So, saving oneself in a way, maybe chaste. When double dismiss, maybe to poo-poo. Hate those words. Ugh. Bit of investment intel. How about a hot tip? Right on into the federal penitentiary. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. A psychoactive component of marijuana, marijuana. Say THC, where Snowboard Cross debuted in 2006, so it would be Torino. So we're getting there. Casualty of file corruption, maybe, and I'm assuming we're talking about a data loss. Don't know for sure, but that's what we're going to check it. Steel making byproducts, maybe slag. I did a few metal sculpting classes in undergraduate, and I remember always being so enamored with slag, especially left over from the MIG and the TIG welding sessions. I always tried to do something with it, but it was just so freaking brittle. You couldn't really do much with it. But these long, like I was wanting to do like a smaller tribute to Louise Bourgeois with spiders, you know, but never made it work. So stay, don't go. Maybe ounces or pounds, maybe an amount. So a contemporary, maybe an age mate. I don't think I've ever actually heard that though. Smarten up, maybe neaten up. Una hija de los abuelos. So I guess that could be talking about your aunt. You know, a daughter of your grandparents. So I've Parmesan alternative, perhaps Asiago, and maybe a user group, and whiny comeback to a certain parent, long curved bite features. I had one, had a Schwinn, had it forever. Boy, I'd jump over everything on that thing. Banana seeds, but Dad, so how did we do, Bob? All right, this is fantastic. So I loved this grid. This was just it had a nice clip to it. A really nice gait, as a matter of fact. Wasn't quite a gallop, but I would say we were close to a canter in this one. Was very, I think that it was probably on the challenging side, especially for the newer solvers. Love banana seeds. I'm just happy that I was able to remember how to spell his name, right, you know? And I love the solipsism, the self-centeredness, and I'm here. That's great. So, and haven't we all been guilty of this at one point or another, you know? But on the whole, I'd say Ryan McCarty, fantastic job. This was a beautiful Saturday. This was very clever grid, nicely apportioned and wonderfully clued. So well done. Well done. So let's go ahead and bring down our bannière d'adieu. And I had some of these made, by the way, these little stickers here that say, so how do we do, Bob? And I guess they're all-weather decals. I've got some in the mail to some relatives back home, but for all of our new community members, there's among, you'll get a stack of those and some other goodies. And we do have tote bags on the way, coasters, stemless wine glasses, maybe espresso and coffee mugs. I don't know about that, but definitely some t-shirts and stuff. So I think that'll be our case. I think we might make the case to just say, so how do we do, Bob? Or maybe it's English majors unite, Shakespeare majors unite. Maybe it's I think I'll drink that whole bottle tonight. I don't know, the things that we say here quite often is maybe part of the process with that. But if you want one of these decals, my P.O. box is in the description below. Just send me a postcard, send me a letter, and I'll return address one right back to you. So anyway, fantastic grid, fantastic day, beautiful Saturday. If you like the work we do here and you want to support the channel, you can always subscribe. And if you want to become a member of our community, one of our super solvers, then by all means, please do. Would really appreciate that. Looking forward to getting some forums together, probably on a bi-monthly basis for an hour or so at a time. And just chatting, just kind of doing that thing, some face-to-face time online. And, of course, other fun stuff along the way. And in the meantime, until we see you on the morrow for that ginormous Sunday grid, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch and auf Wiedersehen. Be good to yourselves, your friends, your neighbors, your family. All that stuff's very important, but be especially kind to that person behind you in the queue. Be well out there. Cheers.